Aloha and good day, friends and yogis. I'm Nicole Spirit. Today we've got special guests in the house, Puka Dog, Puppy Finn. Hope you're doing great today. Really appreciate you, your time and energy. And we're gonna do a beautiful flow class today, a flow for happiness. So let's stand with our feet under our shoulders. You're just gonna kind of landmark where your feet would be a little bit wider than hip width apart. We're gonna sink our tailbone, bend the knees just a little bit, and then ever so gently, we're gonna find this beautiful place where we bring our hands over our lower belly, and we're just gonna breathe into our hands. As they say, magnetize your chi, and chi means energy or life force. So breathe all the way into your hands, let your hands expand and then retract. We're going to feel this beautiful awakening when we smile, when we start to activate our internal love energy. We're going to feel the air, the mana, the life force, the prana, the chi go past the nose, go past the heart, go into the belly. Your exhale breath releasing from the belly, from the heart, from the mind. And we get this really nice coordination, almost like there's three glowing lights. At the brain, we get the dantian, which is related to wisdom. At the heart, we get the energy center that's related to love and to compassion and to humanity. And at the belly, we get the emotional connection of vitality, energy, fire, recreation. Good, balance. And let's release our hands. We're going to gently start to open the door of life. So start to swing your arms from side to side, making a little bit of contact with your hands into your body, especially around the area right in the middle of your body, which is known as the master gate, or an acupressure point known as the Mingmen. So we're getting this really good rotation in the spine. Remember that your spine moves in 6 directions. Good. And then we're gently going to come back to center and just pause. Let's open up the sides of the body, lateral sides. So we're going to reach up and we're going to just grab for the cherries, picking cherries. We're going to keep our hips really rooted down so that when we reach, we get this really nice long stretch in the side body. And if you haven't already, start to smile, have fun. Think about maybe some good memories, maybe some goals that are coming in your future. See if you can think about the word happiness. And if you say it right, there's all kinds of happy penis in there. Just releasing the arms down. I know that sounds so funny. I saw this little joke the other day and it was this little kid and he just couldn't say happiness right. But he said it in a much better, more funny way. All right, last spinal direction is front and back. So we're going to do spinal cord breathing. Bring the arms in front, goalpost arms, and then we're going to bring the elbows and fists together, round the spine just a little bit, and on the exhale, we open back up. So the lower body doesn't really move. When you stand up nice and tall, you might even get a little back bend. When you're rounding, you might tuck the tailbone and just squeeze through the buns just a little bit, sending more life force and chi up the spine. And again, we're smiling, we're thinking about things that make us happy. Maybe it is the happy face symbol. And then let's gently release down. Just see how you're feeling right now. Let's shake and vibrate our body to just feel our chi, to feel our energy buzzing inside of us. So shake and vibrate, shake your tree, lift the heels, knock into the ground. And nowhere to go, nothing to do, just shaking your tree. Let's do one more breath. Good. And today we're going to do a little flow, so let's see how that makes us feel. It's not necessarily the way I teach all the time. Come to a grounded position, just pause for a moment. And I want you to think about being a tree. Think about your roots going into the ground, keeping you secure and keeping you rooted into this earth. Thinking about all of the energy that gives you that support and stability in life. Then think about your heart. Bring your hands in front of your heart, palms facing out into the fire symbol. And we think about connecting with nature all around us, thinking about how when we do have a walk outside or perhaps a conversation with a friend under a tree, or just even having a few deep breaths outside, maybe rooting and grounding and standing on the earth without shoes, without any padding or big rubber soles under our feet. So one more breath, just think about connecting to humanity, connecting to emotions, just noticing your own emotions, and if anything is blocked or stuck at the heart, we'll release that now. Let's bring our arms up, connect with the cosmos for a couple of moments. Think about the sky, think about the heavens, think about how there is stardust in every single one of us, and how we're a beautiful blend of nature, matter, and spirit. Beautiful. Let's release down, feel your chi, feel your energy, and we're gonna come to the top of our mat. So see how you feel. I've got this beautiful hibiscus. We've got one flower in bloom here and one just ending off right at the window. So let's start with our hands at our heart. We're going to inhale, float the arms up, and then exhale, bring the hands to the heart, bend the knees, and dive forward into a forward fold. Hands on the floor. Then we're gonna straighten the knees, straighten the spine. Good, release back to the floor. Big inhale, and then exhale, just gently roll yourself back up. Arms up overhead, and then we'll bring our hands back to the heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhale the arms up, you might look up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, bend at the waist, and hands on the floor. You can straighten the knees a little bit more here. Then we're going to do a half lift. Place your hands anywhere along the legs. Take a moment to just pause here. Feel this nice long spine so your head isn't drooping. We've got a straight back, and maybe our knees are just a hint bent. And our arms can be reaching towards the floor, towards the legs, even out behind you. Good, release down again, forward fold, inhale. And then exhale all the way up, big reach, bring the arms overhead, and then hands to the heart. Beautiful, let's see what's gonna happen next. Bring our arms up, big inhale. Exhale, we're gonna float the hands down, come back to the floor with your hands, and we're gonna step the right foot back. So see how this feels? You can seesaw a little bit here. You can bring your right knee down and breathe. Feel what it's like to open up the arms now. Release those back toes on the right, and maybe even just sink a hint deeper into this nice lunge. Another variation is just leaving your hands at your low back. And if you're ever interested in doing some splits, this is a great place to be. Good. Then we're gonna bring our hands back to the floor. We're gonna gently sink back, and we're gonna flex through that left foot. You can have your hands on blocks or raised up, or you can lower your chest to the floor. Smile, finding that happiness today. We can bend that left knee a little bit, sink down through the chest. This is a great stretch. You can feel it in the back of the thigh. Excellent, and then we're gonna roll that foot forwards. Last thing we're gonna do here is plant our right hand. Again, you can stay with the toes on the floor on the right or your knee, or you could lift off, curl the toes under. Big inhale breath. We're gonna sweep that left arm up to the sky. And if that's too much, just bring yourself up to a place where you put your hand on your hip. You're spiraling your heart open to the sky. Maybe you're wiggling your fingers. And then gently we'll lower that left hand down. Now we're going to step, walk, or jump our right foot forwards. So bring it up to meet your left. Come into your half lift. Big inhale breath, exhale down, and then we're gonna come back up to standing. Bring the arms up overhead, and then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. That should feel good. Especially in the right hip, notice what's unlocking, releasing now. Let's float up again. Big reach, inhale up, maybe a tiny back bend, and then exhale, bring the hands to the heart, forward fold, bring your hands down to the floor, bend your knees. Then we're gonna do a nice half lift, come up, straighten your spine, feel this engagement of the core, this nice connection. And then we're gonna gently bring our hands back down. We're now gonna step, walk, jump, place our right foot behind us. So see how that feels? Nope, it's our left foot, pardon me. First goof up of the day. All right, so left foot steps back, we're in a nice lunge, and your option is to place your left knee down. See how that feels. Take a breath here, take a moment, you can stay here. You might lift up your hands onto your thigh, or you might even uncurl your toes and lift your arms up and come into a nice little back bend. Start straight, and then if it feels nice, you might just go a little bit deeper. Good, then we're gonna bring our hands back to that knee, open this nice area, this big lunge here, and then ever so gently we'll come into runner's stretch, straightening that right knee, floating our hands down to the mat. First time I tried this, I was like, oh my goodness, the ground is so far away. So flex your right toes, see how this feels. Your knee can stay very bent, doesn't matter, whatever feels nice. You can lift through the chest, big inhale, and then exhale to sink down. All right, come on, come on. It's enough with you two loves. Good, and then we're gonna come back to forwards. And then before we come up, we're gonna do a twist. So keep your left hand on the floor. You can keep your left knee on the ground or curl the toes and lift up. Choose your variation. Take your right arm, we're gonna bring it up towards the right, spiraling up to the sky. And remember your variation is maybe just leaving your hand on your hip. Good, your heart is spiraling towards the heavens. Maybe you tickle a cloud, maybe you smile. Good, and then very gently we release back down. So now we're going to step, walk, jump, place our left foot forward. So if your knee is down, pick it up, and we're going to get a little bit of momentum. You can rock back and forth, and then come up with that left foot, half lift, nice long spine. Exhale, bend your knees, float down, and then we're going to inhale to come up, and exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Good. How are you feeling? How was that? Let's do one more round of something wonderful. We're going to bring the arms up. Inhale, exhale, bend at the waist. Come into your forward fold. Breathe, let your head hang below your heart. Now a little variation here. We're going to bring our right hand between our feet right in front, and then we're going to take the left arm and spiral it up to the sky. Good. Straighten your left leg a little bit more if that's comfortable, and twist out any yucky energy. Let's release. We can release anger from the liver. Let's do the right side. So left hand is right in the center, right arm reaches up. Same with that right leg. Maybe you straighten the right leg a little bit. No, place. Open your place. One more breath. Again, that wiggle of the fingers if it's available. Good, and then gently bend your right knee and lower your right arm. Slowly come back up to standing. And then we're gonna go down again. Hey guys, place. You too, place. This might not work today with these two doggos. Let's come back up, big inhale breath. Exhale, bend at the waist. No, lie down. Bend at the waist, we're in forward fold, then come up to half lift. No, sit. It's enough, you guys. Place. Sorry, guys. Why did I bring them today? Why did I bring them? Just starting to warm up. All right, no puka. All right, inhale up. Sorry if you're in half lift, come back up. Exhale, we'll bring the hands down, puka, place. And bend at the waist, come all the way down. Then we're gonna bring our hands out in front. We're gonna step one leg back, then the other, and we're gonna arrive in high plank, chaturanga. So see how this feels for you. See if you can push the ground away, create that nice strength in the upper body. In the lower body, draw your navel towards your spine. Good. Then we're gonna bring the knees down and we're gonna lower down onto our chest and we're gonna push the ground away and come up into a little cobra or a big cobra. So you can be up a little bit or a lot. Good, lower to the ground, curl your toes under, power up. This is a beautiful place to say, I am strong. Push the ground away, lift your whole body, coming into that nice plank. Looking forwards, taking a deep breath, we're gonna walk our right foot as much between our hands as we can. So walk, step, jump, place your right foot up, and we're in this nice lunge again. So see how this feels. Take a moment, bring your back toes up a little closer and start to straighten through your right leg. See how this feels. This is an intense stretch, so if you need to, you can keep your right knee bent a little bit. You can also stay up on the ball of the left foot. Good. See what's happening here. Then we're going to release that left foot down and we're going to stand up, bring our hands in front of us, and we're going to open to the left, bringing our left arm up to the sky in triangle pose. See how this feels? Good, then we're gonna lower back down. We're gonna lift our spine a little bit so that we're over that front leg. And then we're gonna take our right hand and bring it behind the spine and open to the right. Good, see how this feels. And then lower back down. We'll gently bend that right knee, walk the hands back down, and step, walk, jump, place your right foot behind you. Let's arrive in downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. That's a mouthful and a half. Bend your knees, send your hips up to the air or to the heavens, and then walk it out, pedal it out. Good. Now we do this little transition where we walk to the front of the mat, come up to half lift, exhale down to forward fold, and then we're going to stand up, big swan dive, come all the way up, and exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. Come up, big inhale breath, exhale, bend at the elbows, bend at the waist, and then come into forward fold. Now we're going to step our left foot back. Gosh, if I did that wrong again, I'm going to be so ticked. All right, left hand is on the floor, right hand is going to reach up to the sky, or take your hand behind your hip again. Good, and then gently we're going to place our hands back down. Lower onto that left knee, come up to a nice lunge again, see how this feels. Excellent, and lower back down. We're going to bring our left foot a little bit closer, and then we're going to walk and turn around so that we're facing over our left foot. So now maybe you're not facing me or the screen, that's okay, just listen. And then we're going to step our back foot in a little bit closer. So remember this one, stay on the balls of the foot, on the right foot, on the toes, or you might keep your left knee a little bit bent. Pardon me, your left knee a little bit bent. See how this feels? Good. Then we're going to straighten through that left knees to a comfortable place, lift the body up, and all the way up with that right arm now, extend into triangle. Trikonasana, see how you feel. Good. Then we're going to release that right arm. We're going to bring the body up a little bit so our spine is nice and straight, feeling the stretch in the back of the left thigh. Then we're going to take our left hand, bring it to the low back, and open to the left a little bit so you feel the stretch in the left side of your thigh, your hamstring. Good, no pain or strain, make sure you're comfortable. Then ever so gently release back to the floor, release that left hand down, bend the left knee. We'll bring our hands to the floor and gently we'll step our left foot back. So coming back into your down dog, pause for a moment, push the ground away, bend the knees, send the hips up. Good. Ever so gently, we're going to lower onto our knees now. We're gonna bring the feet and the knees together, and we're gonna sink back into a nice child's pose. Remember, we have options for child's pose. Your knees can be open. Your hands can be stacked, so you're resting on your forehead. See how you feel. And breathe. So something a little bit different today, just playing around with a little bit of flow, motion. Good. Ever so gently, we're gonna come up to a knee stand. No, place. Both of you place. Place, I think, means sitting on your brother. No, both of you place. Okay, so we're gonna come up. If you want, you can make your mat doubled up here. And we're gonna try Ustrasana, camel pose. So take the hands to the low back. You can hang out here. Then we're gonna bring our arms up. And this is a really nice stretch. We're gonna take our right hand and reach towards our right heel. Then we're gonna lift back up. Big inhale breath, and we're gonna release that left hand and reach towards your left heel. One more time each side. Reaching down to the left heel. Come back up, and then we'll release our arms back down. Good, now we'll find our full expression for camel. So take your hands at the low back, you can stay here. Another option is to bring your hands at your heart. And if it's available, you can curl your toes under and perhaps walk your hands down the back of the thighs. So try not to sink back in the thighs. We're staying upright. Hands are at the bum, and then you can walk them down a little bit. Maybe they get to your heels or ankles, but again, don't sink back if possible. Try to keep the thighs perpendicular. Open your chin, open your face to the sky. One more breath, wherever you are is perfect. And then release with grace and control. Walk your hands gently back up. Rub your low back, your kidneys. Maybe give yourself some kidney taps, releasing anxiety from the body. Good boy, come down. Come here. Sit and lie down. Lie down. Oh, lie down. This is so effing embarrassing. Sit. Wait. No. Everybody's waiting for me to do yoga with you guys. Wait. Lie down, Finn. Lie down. Good boy. Okay, release your mat wherever you were. I'm gonna turn around so that these guys aren't right in my way. And then we're gonna do pigeon pose. All right, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees under your hips. We're gonna slide our right knee towards our right wrist and our left leg, slide it back and away. This could be your stretch today. See how this feels. Then maybe you bring your right foot in, walk it in and up, flex at the ankle, and you feel this nice back bend. So if you've already started to come down, that's totally fine. But this is a place where you could practice king pigeon, perhaps even seeing what it might feel like to lift the arms up. You might look behind you to that left extended leg. And let's bring ourselves down into reclined pigeon. So this is a nice place to be. Sphinx arms, you can stack your fists, forehead on the hands, and breathe. Now you can stay here, you can extend your arms out, you can find any position that feels good. Notice that right hip. And this is also a little bit of playtime if you want to try mermaid. We're going to walk ourselves back up. If you're not there yet, that's okay. I'm not there yet, but I just want to try and pray and practice. Bring that left foot up. See how that would feel. Bring your right hand to the center and then float your left arm up and away and perhaps see if you can catch your foot. If not, you can take a towel, a strap, anything around your ankle and gently grab onto that. So this is my expression for mermaid. If we were able to get our toes really close to the buns and get our toes in the crook of our elbow, then we would be coming into full mermaid. Something like this. And then we reach up and over. Pretty close. Anyways, I don't want you to strain. Just see what mermaid's all about and then release that left leg. Ooh, big stretches, eh, in that quad. Okay, hands are back in front. Walk your left leg in. Spiral your right leg out and then the right knee back. So you're back on your hands and your knees. The dog show is way more interesting than the yoga show. Now we're going to draw our left knee to the left wrist and slide our right leg behind us. Hey, 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 hey. Enough. Enough. Finn, enough. He's like, this is so fun. No. This is embarrassing. I don't know if you've ever seen a show called Letterkenny, but the hockey coach always says to the students, this is effing embarrassing. It's really funny. All right, take your left foot and draw it up. You've totally wrecked my class. You've totally wrecked my class. No puka. Leave it. So we're in pigeon. Are you in pigeon? Oh my gosh. Okay, Finn. Calm down, calm down. Stop. Sit. Stop. So we're in king pigeon. Now we might choose to see what it would be like to lift off of, sit and wait. To lift off with no hands, or you walk yourself forwards. Have you walked yourself forwards? All right, now we're gonna think about, come back here and lie down. Come back and lie down. Sit, sit. It's like you've never listened to a command before. Will this class ever get published? Not sure, it's so stupid. All right, if you were down in your reclined pigeon, see what it would be like to come up now. Place your left hand directly in front of you and take your right arm up and over. What would it feel like to lift the right foot and perhaps bring the right foot in towards your bum? So again, we can have a strap or a towel or anything around our ankle or foot here. If you want to try your mermaid, you would bring your toes into the crook of your right elbow, right? Takes practice, takes time. Just wanted to show you guys what's up. And then again, if you get there, toes and fingers facing up, bring your left arm up and over and see if they can touch. Did you see it? I touched for a sec. Bring your foot back down, release your hands. Right foot walks in, left foot turns out, and then left knee slides back. Good, wide knee child pose now. Open your knees wide, sink your hips back, and release your chest to the floor, or option 2, stack your fists and rest on your third eye, your pineal gland, your all-knowing, all-seeing, awakening third eye. One more breath. Finn, come here. Finn, come here. Stop and sit, you guys. Stop and sit. Stop, Puka. No. Enough. So if you're wondering why you're in child's pose and you're wondering why Nicole hasn't shown the dogs in the videos lately, now you know. And I saw this on a bathroom wall once. Walk your hands up. Sometimes I wonder why, and sometimes I wonder hi. All right, release everything now. Come to a seat. Finn, come. 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 Sit. We're all gonna sit now. All right, so Sukhasana, easy pose. Place. No? Place. Place. Puka. Place down. Puka. Place. Puka. So we're sitting up nice tall. Place. Come on, Mama. One more time. Place. 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 Stop. Sit. Place. Place. Okay. Sukhasana. Let's finish off here. finding your breath. You can also be in Shavasana if you haven't turned this off and left this clown class filled with happiness. So take a few deep breaths. Find that magnetizing quality of your breath into your hands. Then lie down. Lie down. Come on. Finn, lie down. Finn, place. Place, buddy. Place. Let's place our hands over our lower dantian, and we're going to come back to breathing into our hands just the way that we began. I wish you a beautiful day. I wish you an amazing sleep tonight. And I'd love for you to connect with something that brings you happiness today. Be like a dolphin and make sure you play. Make sure you have fun. And make sure that you smile. And if you feel like it, you can always have a big glass of water, some herbal tea, something that just soothes your soul. And for right now, just really finding that when we create a long, smooth breath, we just feel everything in life calm down. I've never mentioned this before, but have you ever wondered if puppies have ADD? This one's the best doggy ever. This one's the best. Yes, you're a good girl. Puka's a good girl. Finn's a good boy. Kind of. One more breath into your lower dantian, into your elixir field, into your gem collection center, into your energy bank account. Smile. Good. So wherever you are, release your hands. If you are lying down, make your way into a comfortable seated position. You can lie on your side and then push your way up. And then ever so gently, we'll bring the hands to the heart. Let's bow our head ever so gently. We dedicate the merits of our class to all sentient beings. May all beings be relieved of any suffering, and may we dwell together with great fruitfulness and harmony. The light in you greatly honors and sees the light in me. Namaste. Thanks, guys. That was a bit of a ride, and we'll see how much we invite the dogs to class in the future. Apologies, but lots of love, sending you all my support and good energy. And if you like this class, please hit the thumbs up if you want to share it, or if you want to subscribe to Yoga with Nicole Spirit. We always have great quality videos. Once in a while, the dogs are a little rowdy. Okay, take good care.